What happened? TIR. I have no idea what that means. What? That right there is a masterpiece, I would say. Hey, kids. We're back with this thing, huh? Yeah, it's only been, you know. yeah, it's been a while, right? It started in the last video. Yeah. So, I've had a change of plans since the first part. I decided that I'm going, instead of installing Sierra, High Sierra, Mojave, and Catalina on this, I decided to install Mojave, Catalina, Big Sur, and Monterey. Yeah, that's, I plan to get another MacBook, like a 2014, 2015 MacBook that can run, like, El Capitan, Sierra, and High Sierra, and then I plan to get, and then once this, and when iMac behind me retires, I'm going to triple boot Ventura, Sonoma, and Sequoia on it, and, you know, like, and, like, Tahoe once macOS 27 gets announced, you know? So, yeah, that's my plan. To experience every version, and then the rest of the macOS versions are on virtual machines. So, yeah, that's my plan. Anyways, this thing, oh boy. This thing has like an install macOS Mojave like partition on it. I used the macOS Mojave create media, install media thing, and I did that. And so we're going to, you know, hold down the Option key and press the power button. There we go. So now we're going to install macOS Mojave. There we go. Okay, so let's just install macOS. Well, really, let's just go to disk utility first, because, you know. We want Macintosh HD. Let's mount it. One. No, I don't want to run first aid. Partition. Let's partition. There we go. 4 partitions. Just make it APFS. Call this Mojave. This one's going to be for Catalina, so you know, call it Catalina. With an uppercase C. It's for Big Sur. And this one's for Monterey. Not Monterey. Monterey. There you go. Look at that. What happened? It didn't do it all the way. It just crashed? Like, what? Okay, there you go. Finally got it working. So I just split. So get this. I just split this disk, right? I erased this disk. I split it into 2 partitions, and then I split those 2 partitions into 2 partitions. So there you go. There. Now we have 4 partitions, each with their own. There you go. 4 partitions. One for each of the things that are going to be on here. So I'm going to install Mojave for all of them. And then for each one, we're going to boot into each one, and then we're going to upgrade all of them, like, to, like, you know, Catalina or Big Sur or Monterey. Alright, Mojave. Agree. Yes, I have agree. I do agree. Well, actually, you know what? I feel like I'm just going to, do the same thing. I'm just going to make more bootable drives for each. So, install on Mojave. Your computer's not connected to a power source. I'm going to do that right now. Alright, it is now connected to a power source. macOS Mojave will be installed on the disk Mojave. Sounds good to me. Alright, let's just let this installation continue. Alright, welcome. Let's turn up the brightness here. Okay, Canada, we will select that. US. Okay, so I paused my. My thing I paused my recording at the network screen because I didn't want you to see any of my networks, but I forgot to unpause, so you just missed like most of the setup process. So I'm very sorry for that, but I mean, yeah, we got like more. Besides, I'm not sure if you really care about it anyway. Anyways, yeah, here you go, macOS Mojave, 10.14.6. Mojave Day. So I'm just going to make a macOS Catalina drive now and just install Catalina to it, and I'm not going to show you any of it because that is boring as hell. So, be right back. Alright, I have successfully made this install macOS Catalina thing here. And there it is, install macOS Catalina. So, let's just shut down here. Okay, let's install macOS Catalina. Alright, here we go. macOS Catalina. Go. Alright, and agree. Yes, I haven't read. Yes, I agree to every word. I'm not sure why Mojave doesn't display it, but we don't really want to do that anyway. macOS Catalina will be installed on the disk Catalina. That sounds good to me. And now we are installing, so yeah. Roll the time lapse. Okay, turn up the screen brightness all the way. There we go. Welcome. Alright, data and privacy. Continue. Don't transfer any information. Set up later. Skip. Agree. Agree. TOWF. TOWF. Password. MBA. 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 MBA times 2. Espresso. Continue. Continue. Screen time. Continue. Siri. Don't. Choose your look. Dark mode all the way. I'm going to do this. There we go. Just make it a little brighter. Continue. Setting up your Mac. And here we are. Here is macOS Catalina. Again, I gotta do a few things. Dock, magnification on. There it is. TIR16. Okay. What's the date? Terminal. Date. July 7th. Okay, that is weird. TIR. TIR. I have no idea what that means. There is... What? Okay. Why is it set to 1404? Dude, what the fuck? Okay. That is weird. I also kind of like it. I'm gonna set it there. There you go. There's your old calendar with my favorite months: Farvarden, or Debesh, Cordad, Tyr, Mordad, Shahrivar, Mayor, Aban, Azar Day, Batman, not Batman, Batman, and Esfand. My favorite month of all time. Anyways, yeah. But that's kind of weird considering the date is correct. It's July 7th, 2025. Oh yeah, we will need the terminal for something, you know? But still, it's so funny how it's just set to 1404. Like, okay. Anyways, I'm now going to make a macOS Big Sur drive. So, yeah, catch it back when I make that, because that's going to take a little while. Okay, so I have created this install macOS Big Sur bootable drive. So now we can install macOS Big Sur. Alright, well here we are. Yeah, new design, huh? Yeah. I feel like I should go close with this camera, so... yeah. Alright, I think this camera angle looks okay. Just gonna adjust this a bit. There you go, that should be okay. Okay, disk utility. Let's go into here for 1 sec. There it is, Big Sur. And now we can install macOS Big Sur. You know, I've always found it kind of bizarre that this is like still kind of the icon for Big Sur, even though this is when they started introducing those abstract icons. Well, I guess I kind of want to stick with this, but sure. Okay. Yes, I've agreed. Yes, I read every word. Trust me. 35 gigabytes. Holy shit, dude. No. 35? 35. That is fucking massive. Okay, well, you know what? It's less than Windows, so I'll give you that. But still, shit. I guess I could just triple boot. Okay, operation successful. Okay. Now we have Mojave, Catalina, and just Big Sur. I wish we could get Monterey running on here, but Big Sur just requires too much space. Well, let's just install Big Sur on Big Sur. Okay. Finally, let's do this. Let's turn up the brightness. Right, data and privacy, continue, please. Not now. Okay, okay. Set up later. Skip. Agree. Agree. I've read every word. TOWF. Password. MBA. MBA times 2. If you're wondering why I said it's an MBA, it's the abbreviation for MacBook Air. I'm pretty sure you already know that, though. Alright, well, express it up. Sure. Analytics. Whatever. Set up later. No. Dark mode all the way. I think it's loading. Oh, there it is. Here we are. I think it was Big Sur. What do you look at that? So, really, we only managed to triple boot it, but honestly, whatever. Or wait, maybe I can find a way to, like, size them down or something? Maybe I could size the other partitions down so I can fit Monterey on there. Okay, so I think I'm just going to do this. I'm going to, like, just delete my existing Catalina and Big Sur partitions. Don't worry, I won't make you watch me install them again because that'll be boring. And I'm just going to restore Mojave to all of them, and I'm just going to upgrade them individually. So, yeah. So I'm just going to use this Big Sur USB. Here we go. We can now just restart. Let's restart. Okay, let's go to disk utility here. Continue. Command 2. Do this partition, okay. Remove, and remove. Yes, partition. Okay. Now I'm going to do this. Let's see, partition. I'm going to remove this Catalina partition, remove this Big Sur partition, and just have Mojave, like, be the main source. Okay, so actually, I'm going to erase all these things here. Catalina, APFS, erase. Erase process is complete. And then here's the Big Sur container. Big Sur, erase. Oh. I just noticed that the thing is a little like, ooh, like this. I'm sorry if you couldn't see it that well. But yeah, let's go done, and let's see. So we got 3 partitions, and we could just combine it into one Mojave partition. There you go, operation successful. Okay, so here's our single Mojave partition. Apple S. Okay, so now we just partition once more. Okay, so we make, oh no, I just want to add a partition, please. Okay, so here's Mojave. I'm sorry, I just need to see. Okay, this is really not an ideal pose for me, but you know, I'll do it for the camera. And there's Catalina, Big Sur, and Monterey. Well, here we are. Now I'm gonna resize this down to 20 gigabytes. Resize this down to 20. Resize this down to 40. And yeah, there we go. Monterey now is 41. So yes, this is the layout. Apply. Partition. There we go. Operation successful. So now we have 2 smaller partitions for Mojave and Catalina, and 2 bigger partitions for Big Sur and Monterey. So that is cool. That is cool-yo. Okay, I'm actually not too sure about this, so I'm gonna go to Mojave here, right? Available 5 gigabytes, and we need, and it says you need 12 gigabytes to do an upgrade. You know, so yeah, I really don't think you're gonna be able to do this, but like, I wonder what's taking up 12 gigabytes. Holy shit. Well, yeah, I don't think Apple intended us to do this, but so I think I'm gonna have to make bootable drives again. Yay! Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, we have our partitions now. Now I'm just going to stop this recording here. I'm going to make those 3. I honestly think got. Look at that, I got 3 drives. I can just make 3 things. Okay, so I think I'm gonna make this orange one for Catalina, this one for this one for Big Sur, and then this one for Monterey. Now I'm going to skip forward to when I hopefully have Mojave, Catalina, and Big Sur installed on these partitions, and when I have the Monterey disk all installed, which is probably going to be tomorrow. So, yeah, jump cut. Okay, so a bit of a change of plans. It is the next day. I have restored my Mojave, Catalina, and Big Sur partitions, and now I'm downloading macOS Monterey. But I have 2 Catalina partitions. One I'm going to keep on Catalina, and the other I'm going to upgrade to Monterey. This is the one I'm going to upgrade to Monterey. So, let me show you. I did some tweaking here. So I'm going to go to disk utility here. Loading disks. Okay. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to show you the pie chart, okay? So Mojave is 20 gigabytes. Update. Okay, it's called update for some reason, but this is Big Sur. But update is Big Sur. It's 36 gigabytes. Catalina, this regular Catalina partition, and the one I'm booted off, which is Monterey, it's 40 gigabytes. So, yeah, you gotta have a bit of an uneven pie chart, but it'll all be worth it in the end. So yeah, right now I'm downloading macOS Monterey. So yeah, I made a new Monterey partition, and then I restored everything from the Catalina partition onto the Monterey partition. If you're wondering why I didn't just do a bootable USB drives, because, well, the only method I try to get through Big Sur and the Monterey installation file through Big Sur, and that just did not go as planned. It couldn't say, or actually no, it just kept searching, and yeah, I don't think it will ever find it. I tried it using Mojave, but it said it wasn't available for whatever reason. So now I'm just gonna use Catalina to upgrade to Monterey. So I wonder if it will actually download and install thing, because I mean, I guess I could use that. Well, we'll see. Okay, it might fail for all we know. So let's see what happens. Okay, so it just turns out it just downloaded the app to install. Continue installing. Didn't it save to my applications folder though? Application. Yeah, there it is. Install macOS Monterey. Quit. So yeah, there it is. Install macOS Monterey. So I'm just gonna copy this all to a USB drive. So really, there was no point of copying this. But I just didn't know if it was just gonna upgrade me to macOS Monterey with no installer. But yeah, I suppose I could always just use a USB drive. So I'll make that Monterey USB drive, and I'll be right back. One sec. All right, here it is. This is the USB drive, so I'm just going to select it, Command A. There it is. And now I'm just gonna shut down. So say goodbye to this partition, because it's gonna be replaced with the real Monterey. Okay. And now it's showtime. Plug in, turn on, Option key, install macOS Monterey. Here are macOS recovery, and yes, I am going to film the rest of the video because I don't feel like getting that. Okay, this is gonna be very simple and quick anyway. Well, you know what? There you go. It is gonna take a little while to install, and I don't want to hold the camera, throughout the entire duration. So let's just go to disk utility here, and this new Command 2, just view all this. Monterey. Erase process is complete. Okay, cool. macOS Monterey. Not sure if it'll even have enough space, but yeah, macOS Monterey. To set up the installation of macOS Monterey. So we could just install it on Monterey. Okay. And we are on our way to a quadruple boot. Alright, here we go. Canada's my region. Migration system. No, not right now. Set up later. Skip. Terms and conditions, agree. And now we can create a user account. Let's change this picture, actually. I've changed some other pictures. Ooh, just you wait, I'm gonna make a masterpiece. That right there is a masterpiece, I would say. Zoom in. There we go. That's it. Password MBA. Not MBA. Hint, MBA times 2. enable location services. Whatever, continue. Don't use. And just. Yeah, I'll go with that. Analytics. Sure. Set up later. I never ask Siri. No. I don't want to ask Siri anything. Choose your look. Dark mode all the way. Ooh. Oh, great. Black. It's all black. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, we could just eject this. That's the fans for kicking up. Whatever. Don't need to eject it anyway. Sorry about that, macOS. Just, system preferences. Of course, we gotta turn on magnification in the dock, because... No, not mission control. Of course, we gotta turn on magnification in the dock, because, well, you know, it would be wrong if we didn't. And desktop and screensaver. I'm gonna set it to the light wallpaper, just because. There we go. Now that is a Monterey installation, I would say. Okay, so we have got 4 operating systems on this computer. So I'm just going to test them out one last time and make sure they work. All right, just hold on now. So I'm just going to test them out one more time and make sure they work. Okay, so here's 10.14 Mojave. Shut up. Nope. And, you know, just real quick, I'm going to make a new profile picture for myself. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Also, I changed the password in just to, you know, match up with the others. Anyways, let's, so, yeah, here's Mojave. Here's 10.15 Catalina. Very nice, very nice. Here's Big Sur. You know, macOS 11, Big Sur. And macOS 12, Monterey. Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching this epic 2-part saga of quadruple booting this MacBook Air. And yeah, I'm sorry I didn't originally go with my plan. I planned to originally boot Sierra, High Sierra, Mojave, and Catalina on this thing, but again, I wanted to change of plans, so yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.